Hello everybody, welcome back to my solo survival world. We are here in the city of Algorithm and yeah, I've been down here that long now in the dark that my eyes have adjusted enough that I can see all of this deep slate. Now, I know a few episodes back we built up all of these skulk walls and a big wall up there, mainly to stop like extra light and flittering down and water and creepers dropping down, but I'm really not that happy with it. I've also started adding a bit more of a skyline back here. I think I do need to go a little bit higher with that. But today's mostly about just making a few changes. I also want to get a roof on this thing because, well, if we fly up here, whoop, it's a bit of a mess. I also noticed that window's off. These are all things you don't notice when you're building. I can't remember if I showed these two in the last video. I've popped those up. But I've also added a fire escape to the side of this building because it just looked really bland. But yeah, today, I think it's time we did what we did here and put a full skulk roof on. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but bear with me. We'll get it done. We've got deep dark way back here. Let's just fly through this. Yeah, I've also added some more wool in. Just to keep it busy. Oh, where am I? Yeah, so we've got bits of skulk here. Now, if I can do this without smashing my face. Yeah, we've got plenty of skulk and deep dark down here to get through. So I can't see this being too much of a problem, he says, spotting a shrieker. Ooh, mine shaft. Okay, well, that's for another day. In the meantime, I've got a lot of work to do. So I'll see you on the other side. Wish me luck. Well, I'm so glad I did not stream or record that because that was 6 hours and 48 minutes of grind. Yep. 4,500 blocks of skulk. So all that skulk that was up there, I tore out. All the deep slate that was up there, I tore out. Everything up that side. All of this skulk I had to get. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I left a way up. Ow. Yeah, so I had to carve out some more of the ceiling to make it higher, and I can't get through there. But there is another way up. Yeah, this was a ridiculous amount of skulk. Also, I've managed to add a little bit more skyline up there. And I did make a few other little changes as well. So, originally I had ochre frog lights up there. And I've still got one that I'm thinking about replacing. They just seemed a bit too bright and was breaking the immersion because you could see the break line between the sky and the skyline. So, that was... yeah, that was a fun chore. And to give you some example, I also got some resin bricks from my resin farm and just added them into this build, took out some of that terracotta just to give it a little bit more detailing. I've also skulkified up there. There's a bit of deep slate there. I'd still need to do that. And I've added another bit of city skyline up there as well. So, there's plenty of progress. It's the slow stuff at the moment. Now, whilst I've got night vision, let's just go through here. As you can see, there isn't as much skulk as there was before. Still missed a few bits, but... yeah. Yeah, this was a fun escapade. I also had quite a bit of luck, because as I was coming through here and then excuse me, dealing with a Shrieker, I got attacked. We've got a skeleton spawner. So that means now, the skeleton spawner back at base that we use for repairing our tools, I can actually build one right here. Now, I did mine out all of this. I found another mine shaft, which was, it was pretty good. There wasn't too much in there. But through here, and I'm going to crouch, I unfortunately spawned a warden. And luckily I know how to deal with wardens. I mean, I've had 3 as pets before, so I'm tempted to get one. I'm tempted to get one here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to save that for the multiplayer world I'm on. Get ourselves another Lucy. So yeah, this was, ow, my face. This was a lot of clearing. I need to eat. I'm going to die. Yeah, I've also made a little bit of a change to that painting because, as I mentioned, when you go out of render, they disappear. The bottom one is still deep slate, so I need to just change that a little bit. It's not much of a detail, but at a distance, it works. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with the way this is turning out. Now, have I got a milk bucket so I can show you what it's like in the dark? I do. Let's just slurp that. Yeah, you see what I mean? You can see the light just poking on the top up there. It's subtle, but it's one of those things when you're down here enough you notice. But I think taking out those lights has made such a difference up there. I think it's made a big difference. Unfortunately, I've still got all that side to do. Now, I would like a couple of suggestions in the comments on what we can use in these shops. I'm thinking of using this one as a potion shop. Maybe set up an auto brewer. I've never built one of those before, so that will be an interesting learning experience. But I'm going to have another 2 more shops going down here. So, yeah, give me some suggestions as what we could put in there. What type of shops they could be. Do I use it for storage? Do we use it for decorative purposes? Or anything like that. Because when it gets round to this side, this is going to be all dingy apartments. It's going to be just, yeah, it's going to be mostly dark blocks, deep slates, dark terracottas, things like that. Grungy end of town. But this bank wall, I was thinking, because we've got quite the space here, what I might do is have a building here, and then a building here, and then maybe if I can, either hollow that out a bit more, and create like a, almost like we've done on this side, like a distant effect. But right above it, thanks to one of my suggestions, Jurassic Fan, who's also on our solo world, building up there like a train. So we could have like a copper or iron bridge right here. Probably copper because then I can oxidize it. And maybe a little mini train or a little subway or a tube cart. Just about there. And then phase it off in the back with lots of black concrete. I think that would be a really cool idea. How I'd do that, I don't know. That might be something I'd do test in a creative. Well, I try not to test too much in creative. But I think that would be a really good idea. Unfortunately, the things I've got left to do now is just mostly grindy because I've made a start on this roof, but I've completely run out of granite. And we've just got these iron blocks on here with a couple of tracks on just to act as extractor fans. I mean, you're not really going to see these from ground level, but it's just a nice detail. So when I'm flying over, everything's not too, you know, bland and basic. Kind of like we did with the aerials over there. I also need to go and get some more black dye. That light glitch is really bothering me. And I don't know why it's that one. I think I might have to just put some solid wool behind that instead of having it lit up. Yeah, I need to get some more black concrete and fill this hole in. That's currently what takes us behind here. And then if we go up here without killing ourselves. There's also a zombie spawner up here somewhere, I'm pretty sure, because I've heard it. Yeah. So we took all the skulk out from up here. and just completely cleared this entire area out. As you can see. Yeah, this was not fun. I can tell you now. 6.5 hours of just hoeing skulk, then placing skulk, then running out of skulk, and hoeing skulk, and yeah, the joys of being a grinder. Ah, no. But that's going to do it for today, and the reason for that is I've got another hour to work on the solo world, on the hardcore world. Yep. So the way I'm figuring it is, because they're hour-long episodes, I might do 2 variants of them. So one, the hour-long live stream, one, an edited-down version, just keeping in, like, the interesting bits, if there is any. And keeping these videos short and sweet, and just keeping you up to date on where I am with the City of Algorithm. Again, suggested by a subscriber in the comments. So if you've got any ideas for this build, just let me know. Give a like. Subscribe if you want to put me through more hours of torture on a hardcore world. And yeah, I'll see you over there next. Take care, be good people, and see you soon. Bye. Bye.